What's going on, everybody? It's Cody. Welcome back to the channel. Two-game Monday night slate, Wnba, $20,000 to first, $20 entry fee. Decent slate, late, both West Coast games, so late start time. I will be live before lock, 30 minutes before, answering questions. Kind of nice to get off work, be able to eat, kind of relax for a little bit before having to hop in and get ready for a slate. But let's look back at my lineups from today. Cashed one, missed cash on the other one, but the one that did cash, I mentioned the three core that I cored today was Jordan Canada, Maya Caldwell, and Kennedy Carter. Those were the three I played in both lineups. Kennedy Carter was a little bit of a letdown, lower ownership than I thought she would be. 26 fantasy points. Maya Caldwell hit value, which is all you needed from her. 15% at her cheap price. Jordan Canada was fantastic at 58%. She played exceptionally well. Looks fully healthy and good to go going forward. Obviously, best guard play on the slate was Lindsey Allen, who just went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Got 50 burgers from Fee and Stewie, which was nice to see. Cardosa, big letdown. I mean, at 15%, I like the ownership, but only 17.5 fantasy points, not ideal. But my other lineup, if it'll load. Well, let's see. Oh, whatever. I played Jonquel Jones, if it won't load. If it won't load, it won't load. All right, whatever. I played Jonquel Jones, so you know why I did not cash. She was absolutely awful, but it won't pull it up for some reason, so we'll move on. Odds for the two games, Wings and Storm, clear, better game. It is, the spread's a little bit out there, 11.5, over under 169. There will be a lot of points scored here. Just can Dallas keep it close? Seattle did just blow them out, and their starters lost a few minutes, which is not ideal. The better actual game is Connecticut at Phoenix. Phoenix on a back-to-back, losing a heartbreaker today. Connecticut 2-point favorites, over under 159.5. Obviously, the better DFS game is the one that has the larger spread, but obviously the higher total. Also, before we break each team down, team by team, wanted to mention Underdog. Been having just an absolute blast doing drafts over here. If you're not in the Discord yet, I mean, hop in. I'll have a link to it in the description. But typically on slates where there's three or more games, they do 6-person drafts. On 2-game slates, they just do 4-person drafts. We got 5K to first here. I mean, a good prize pool. I've just been having an absolute blast doing these. I do my own rankings. I'll show you them here. They are vastly different than what Underdog puts out. I mention every night, like when they drop the new slate, I'll go through, I'll post notes in the Discord, my thoughts on who's way too high, who's way too low. Like Wnba Bonner is going at pick 3 here, and for me, she is pick 9. So there's large disparities in some players from their rankings to mine. On the 2-game slates, it does not show average ADP. On the 3-game slates, where it's a 6-player draft, it does show ADP, where there's a little bit more of an edge. But my rankings are here. I'll scroll down. You guys can pause the video and copy them if you want. But it just a lot of fun, something new and exciting. But let's get in this team-by-team breakdown, and then we'll get out of here. On the first game of the night, Connecticut at Phoenix. On the Connecticut side, Alyssa Thomas, 11K. Not been great of late. Obviously, big upside still, but the floor has been pretty low. I don't know if she's not healthy or what. She just does not look that good right now. Wnba Bonner, fantastic matchup, 9,300. We know what upside she brings. She does have a lower floor when she's not shooting the ball well, but the usage is there. The rebounds have been there of late. This last game they were not, but obviously high ceiling with her. Dejanay Carrington, 8,200. Ty Harris, 7,100. Like both of them, matchup is good. Would probably lean Ty Harris for the discount. Both are decent fantasy point per minute players, but neither are going to wow you with that. Bree Jones, 8K flat. Don't mind that price tag for her. It's not the best matchup going up against big BG, but you can score on her. I like Bree Jones. The way she plays probably does not line up well going up against BG. She likes to battle and bang down low, and I mean BG's a little bit bigger than her, so tough matchup for her, but the price is solid. Olivia Nelson-Adota, if you think Bree Jones gets in foul trouble, I imagine Ono has to playing BG and Natasha Mack, so I would expect maybe 8 to 10 minutes from her. Tiffany Mitchell, her minutes evaporated. They finally pulled the plug, hopefully, on the Tiffany Mitchell experiment. She's just not even been good in the minutes that she's out there. They finally limited her a little bit and gave her minutes to Veronica Burton, who has been good. Wasn't great last time out, but better than Tiffany Mitchell's been. So obviously 4K, I'm expecting her to play mid-teens minutes. Looks great for value. Bantam, minutes were down as well. She's going to play 1 to 2 rotations. I would just rather play Burton, whose minutes look a lot more secure of late. Nadurfall, no interest from me. On the Phoenix side, it is a back-to-back. Rebecca Allen was questionable for the game today, so definitely watch for her. If she's out, would be a big bump to Sophie. And Sutton coming off the bench. BG, 10.5K. Love the matchup going up against Bree Jones. When she wants to score, she can absolutely feast. Clea Copper, terrible shooting game today. Did not pitch in any of the peripherals. Need her to hit her shots if she's not going to do any peripherals. Love the upside on a player like her, though. DT, 9K. It's a back-to-back, so they may tick her minutes down a little bit, but, she's shown good upside. She played 32 minutes here, shot 5 of 14, 31 fantasy points. She's been better this season than last season, a lot more consistent, so don't mind her. Natasha Cloud had a fantastic game today, 40 bomb. She shot 12 attempts. Don't mind her. I just have to know that typically her floor is a little bit lower because she's not asked to shoot the ball that much. Already mentioned Rebecca Allen. Would like her a little bit if she does start and play. Minutes have just been really solid on her. Like she's playing high 20s minutes. Been a pretty good fantasy point per minute player of late. Just not a very good one on the season, so keep that in mind. Really only play Sophie if Rebecca's out. And everyone else here just don't have any interest in. On to the other game, Dallas at Seattle. On the Dallas side, Arike, 10.7K. We know the upside that she has. They got the doors blown off of them last time out at Seattle. But she still played 38 minutes. Took 15 shots, 9 peripheral stats, 24 real-life points. Obviously, the points are going to be there because she just takes so many shots. And even when she's inefficient, she can still get there because she is pretty much their main source of offense for Dallas. They typically give her the ball and then let her figure it out. So I really like her. Obviously, big upside in tournaments. Nat Howard, 9,200. Still too cheap, in my opinion, for her. Minutes aren't the best. I would imagine if this game is competitive, she's going to play 30 to 32. So obviously, you need this game to stay competitive for her to really hit her full potential. But she was well on her way to having a great game against Seattle. Really slowed in the second half, though. Started super hot. So don't mind her at 9,200. Tierra McCowan, 7,800. Had a good game. Minutes ticked back up to 29. I'm just fully prepared for when we do play Big T. We're going to get this 14-minute single-digit fantasy point game just because she doesn't want to be out there, acts uninterested, and gets benched. Really, really volatile player, but big upside. So fantastic tournament play. Mo Billings at 7,300. The price is coming down, but her minutes are really up and down. The path for her to succeed is Big T losing minutes. If Mo comes out and struggles, they'll go right back to Big T, and Mo's minutes will go down. So really hard to trust her unless you just think Big T struggles. Uzan, 5,600. Really rough game last time out. Only saw 21 minutes. Hard to trust her. With Sims in the picture now, Sims 26 and 25 minutes. Would expect right around that for her again. She's taken a lot of shots, guys. She's not the best offensive player. Like last season, she averaged like 2.2 points per game, but she's taken a ton of shots. 12 and 11 in her 2 games. 23 shots in 2 games. That's hard to ignore. At 5,400, I have quite a bit of interest. JC Sheldon, 5,100, going to play mid-20s minutes. She took a lot of shots. She got in instant foul trouble. So would definitely prefer her to Uzan for the slight discount. Kalani Brown saw a slight uptick in minutes, but I don't think it's enough to really even consider her because they can just play Mo or Nat at the small ball 5. She got extended a bit due to the blowout as well. She got a couple extra minutes. Lou played a few minutes before the blowout, just not someone that I would really consider. Same with Suarez. On the Seattle side, really just the starters that I have interest in. Whitcomb got extended a little bit, but we already know when it comes to Sammy Whitcomb, if she comes into the game and hits a couple threes, she's going to play a little bit more. If she doesn't, she's going to play this one rotation and be done for the night. So really hard to trust her, purely a tournament play only. Russell, really up and down, not someone I'm ever on unless you're just hoping Ezzy or Nneka get in foul trouble. Holmes got a couple extra minutes. She saw 10. She's a decent fantasy point per minute player. Just really hard to trust her minutes. But the starters are where it's at. Nneka, back to the top for Seattle. Went for 37 fantasy points in 25 minutes. Would assume if this game is competitive, would expect her to play right around 30 minutes. Great fantasy point per minute player, great matchup. Joel Lloyd, 9,800, love the spot for her. She went for almost 50. Now that makes back-to-back games where she's almost dropped 50 bombs. Shot 17 free throws. Just big upside. She's a fantastic scorer. Crazy high ceiling for tournaments. Ezzy price keeps dropping. The matchup is good. She's had back-to-back below stellar games. 4 peripheral stats here and 7 here. The scoring has been there. I would expect the peripheral stats to come back. So I love the bounce back spot for her. SDS, still a revenge game. She's been really consistent of late. Averaging right around 30 fantasy points a game. Just not asked to do a lot. She's a good facilitator. One of these games she's going to pop for 20 real life points and has potential to go mid 40s in fantasy points. So love the price tag on her at 8,500. Horston, 7,600. Minutes are great for her. She's super secure since she's entered the starting lineup. She pitches in pretty much everywhere. She's one of my favorite targets on Underdog. She's going severely late, and she's a great target here on Draftkings as well. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Really everyone else down here, like Vivian, Turner, Williams, Nika, all out of play, just not getting enough minutes. Vivian's has completely fallen. Like, she went from starting to getting one rotation and being an afterthought. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the live stream before lock. If you enjoy the content, leave a like. Really helps out the channel grow. Hit the subscribe button. On the road to 500. Really hoping to get there before my birthday. But good luck to everybody, and we'll see you for the next one.